Good morning, this is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with some chilly and breezy conditions this morning, as well as some mostly sunny conditions. We are currently in a wind advisory. We'll likely see that wind advisory continue through much, if not all of the day today. We do start off a very chilly week ahead, as we do expect temperatures to stay pretty much below average throughout the whole week this week, and in addition, we will see looks like we'll see some snow moving through the area as we get through the middle of the week. The big question will be how much snow we see across the local area. If we look at the current surface analysis, strong area of low pressure off to the northeast, keeping that pressure gradient tight over the local region, bringing those breezy conditions. We'll start to see that move out of the area and that pressure gradient weakening as high pressure builds in. As we move into our evening time frame, that's when we'll start to see those winds, those peak winds starting to slack off a bit into the overnight hours. Looking at current weather, seeing a few clouds around 5,000 feet, winds out of the northwest, 16 knots, gusting up to 25 knots, temperature 36 degrees. Our relative humidity is at 45%. Take a quick look at the current visible satellite. We can see just those few clouds around 5,000 feet kind of coming in with those stronger winds. Do expect those to stick around today. We'll see some high clouds around later today, but overall just partly cloudy conditions through much of the day today. We'll take a look at the zoomed out European model here to see how things play out over the next couple of days. Not expecting any precipitation for today. Again, just breezy conditions through today, and then we'll see high pressure building in as we move into the day on Tuesday. It's going to weaken that pressure gradient a bit. We'll still see some slightly breezy conditions, but should stay below that wind advisory criteria at this time is the way things look for our Tuesday. Again, dry conditions continue through Tuesday. We'll start to see some increasing clouds overnight Tuesday into Wednesday as this next system approaches the region, and this will be the system that most likely brings some snow into the local area. The question is how much snow we will see. As you can see, likely seeing that snow starting by the time we get into the afternoon hours of Wednesday. We have seen some shifting in the modeling towards the south over the last couple of model runs. Do expect some continuation of that shifting as we move over the next 24 hours, where we should start to gain a little better confidence. The upper level energy with this system is still just coming into the area where we can track it with the upper level balloons, so we'll see how that impacts the storm track. But right now it does look like we will see some snow starting during the afternoon hours on Wednesday, and then we'll continue to track how much we can expect as we move closer to that period. For the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do have that red risk for winds at or above 25 knots continuing through the daytime hours, and down to an orange risk as we move into the evening, and then back to green as we move through the overnight time frame. We do expect those winds out of the west-northwest and northwest through the day today, 15 to 20 knots, sustained, gusting up to 32 knots, and then we'll start to see those peak gusts down to around 26 as the wind becomes more westerly as we get later in the afternoon, and then continuing to decrease, keeping the wind out of the northwest 6 to 11 knots, and then could see a few gusts as we get into the start of the day on Tuesday. We'll see our high temperature just around 42 degrees this afternoon, so that's going to be below our average temperature of 45, and then going into the evening we'll see our low temperature around 26 degrees. Again, overall partly cloudy conditions through the day today. Low end chance of seeing a ceiling develop around 5,000 feet, but should stay partly cloudy with mainly few to scattered clouds around 5,000 feet, a few high clouds moving in during the afternoon time frame. Going into the overnight, kind of keeping the same picture, just a few high clouds around and a few lower level clouds around, and then we'll see some scattered clouds coming in as we get into the start of the day on Tuesday. Tides are running slightly below normal, and then Tuesday we'll see partly cloudy conditions and slightly breezy conditions. But again, looking at green conditions for our weather risk, we'll see a chillier day with a high just around 36 degrees. That sets up for a cold evening Tuesday night with partly cloudy and a slight breeze continuing through the overnight time frame. We'll see our low around 20 degrees. Green conditions expected for our weather risk. We will start to see those clouds increasing, becoming mostly cloudy as we get into Wednesday, and then Wednesday we'll see mostly cloudy to overcast conditions early in the morning. And then we'll see that snow becoming likely as we get into the afternoon, and another cold day with a high around 30 degrees. We'll see that orange risk for that precip chance with that snow moving in during the afternoon. Looks to be about 70% chance at this time, and as that snow moves in during the afternoon and evening time frame, we'll see those ceilings starting to drop. So we'll see that orange risk for those reduced ceilings and visibilities as well with that activity moving through. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. Take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.